Welcome to Modern Entrepreneur. I'm Landon. Today I have Shadé Adu, who is a personal brand strategist, international speaker, best-selling author, and founder of Savvy Solutions Consulting. Shadé helps women entrepreneurs create profitable personal brands and powerfully communicate with their ideal target market online by leveraging social media and live streaming. She's helped thousands of women entrepreneurs increase their revenue, build digital products, and connect with new clients. She's also been a featured expert in Black Enterprise, The Huffington Post, and Hello Beautiful. Phew. Thanks for being here.
Welcome, I'm excited. Thank you.
So how long have you been at it? You've been consulting brands for?
So I started my business living in Kazakhstan, and I started,
What?
Yes, I started my business internationally. I was an educator and teacher trainer, and a month before I left my job, I started my business online.
Whoa.
And I decided that I wanted to create something that allowed me to travel around the world and impact people internationally.
Interesting. And how long ago was that?
That was 3 years ago.
Just 3 years ago. So you're just
3
like
years ago.
Fresh as baby's bottom around here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So still, those early years are the ones in which you learn the fastest sometimes.
Absolutely.
If you could go back 3 years ago and like give yourself a hot tip about how to make life easier, what would it be?
Get help.
Help.
Invest in having a team and support. You don't go on this journey of life by yourself, and you definitely should not go on this journey of entrepreneurship by yourself.
Yeah.
Invest in hiring a team as fast as possible.
Interesting. And what would be the first thing you would hire for?
An assistant.
Yeah.
A virtual assistant, someone that can manage the writing, checking the emails, writing the emails, uploading your social media posts. A lot of times we spend so much time doing those things, and they're not the income generating activities.
Yep.
So focus on the things that make you the most money, that allow you to operate in your excellence, so that you can make more money and be able to afford to hire someone. So it's really important, I see, especially with women entrepreneurs, they want to do everything by themselves.
Yeah.
So it's a mindset shift to talk to them about changing your mind and figuring out and understanding you are the CEO now, not the chief everything officer, but the chief executive officer. And your goal is to delegate so that you can operate in your highest level.
Yeah, I totally agree. And actually we teach the same exact thing, which is to hire an assistant first. The other thing I see people doing is hiring people, they hire sort of like experts. They want to delegate like the high level stuff. They try to go hire a marketer or a salesperson or somebody to help them build their product, which when you're starting out is actually the stuff you should be keeping, and the stuff, and also the hardest stuff to delegate, right? Like the easy stuff to delegate is the uploading of the photos, or even the like going to picking up the laundry, and the like anything that gives you your time back so that you can focus on those high-end activities.
Absolutely, especially in the beginning, you don't understand your messaging, you don't know who your market is, so you're like a baby, you have to get your feet wet. You have to make mistakes in order to figure out exactly what you want to do. Even for myself, I started off as a life coach, and college and career coaching. I had an extensive background in education, but people kept coming to me, they said, okay, I want to do this career thing, but I really want to start a business. And how did you build your brand? And they kept saying this thing to me over and over. And then one day the light bulb went off. Maybe they want me to help them build their brands. So I just naturally transitioned because the marketplace and the women that came to me told me that that's what they wanted from me. So that's really important in the first couple of years, to listen to what people are saying they want specifically from you.
And what do you feel like your unique skill set is that you bring to this endeavor?
So I think there is a multifaceted skill set that I bring to this. So one of the things, I used to be extremely insecure that my background was not in business. I don't have an MBA, I come from education. So being an educator and someone who understands how people learn, I know how to break down complex topics and ideas and make it easier. So I always say, if a fifth grader can't understand your brand, then you need to go back to the drawing board. So breaking down complex ideas and making it easy for people to understand what you do. Because clarity creates a pathway to cash and revenue. So when people know what you do and they're able to understand it, then it makes it easier for them to be a client of yours, or even make a referral, be a referral.
Yeah, interesting. Clarity creates a pathway to cash. I have a feeling that's going to be the tagline of this talk.
Clarity creates a pathway. Absolutely.
So what is working right now for you to get customers, get people kind of following you? I'm sure that's how it starts. What is the thing that's working the best right now for you?
So for me, I am extremely busy. In addition to being a full-time entrepreneur, I'm also a full-time doctoral student.
Oh, wow.
So technically, I'm skipping class right now. Don't tell my professors. So time and being busy is extremely just a part of my life. So one of the biggest things that's been helpful with me for creating content, because experts and people who want to build brands online need to create content, has been the onset of live streaming. Live video has been amazing. It allows me to create content in real time. So there's no excuse about having to upload videos or having to save posts or having to filter beautiful Instagram photos. I do it in real time. So it allows me to create content and connect with people from around the world and share my message of personal brand strategy and social media marketing. So if you are not doing live video, you are leaving money on the table, opportunities, you are leaving speaking engagements, and you're leaving people who really need your support, because entrepreneurs provide solutions to the marketplace. And there are people who are Googling you, they can't find you. So definitely creating content in real time, and it forces you to take action. So live streaming has been one of the biggest business builders for me. It's been transformational.
You're doing it on Facebook?
Facebook Live. I started off on Periscope, and I built an audience of about 10,000 followers in about less than a year on Periscope, and that really just skyrocketed my business. Before Periscope, I would even say I didn't have a business. I had an expensive hobby.
Interesting.
And I just was sharing my journey on that platform, and people in this entrepreneurial journey, we all feel like unicorns, that no one knows what we're going through. But through the power of sharing your story and through the power of just being myself, I found fellow unicorns. And through that, we created our own unicorn entrepreneurial community. So it's been phenomenal being able to live stream and connect with people literally from around the world. It's allowed me to have clients in Africa, Europe, in Asia, and Canada, and then throughout the United States. So whenever I'm traveling, people are like, I know you. And I'm like, it's really crazy how you can be like a mini celebrity because of live streaming. It gives you your opportunity to have your own television show.
That's so interesting. So what do you say though to those people who are a little nervous to be on live camera, right? Like that's pretty different than something like this that's going to get edited, and all the stupid things we say are going to get like chopped out, and it's all going to look pretty and well put together at the end. When you're live, you know, it's live, and you know, not saying the right thing or you know, making a mistake or whatever it might be is kind of like there on your permanent record. How do you get over the sort of concern about looking bad?
This is a big apprehension for a lot of CEOs and a lot of entrepreneurs that I've consulted with and spoke to. And when in the onset of live streaming, people were like, well, what do we do? What do we talk about? And I say, just be yourself. The people are so afraid of being themselves. It's such a novel concept, that a foreign concept, that people are like, I can be myself. And things happen. Sometimes your lighting's gonna mess up. There have been power outages. Sometimes things are, I'm crying, snot is falling out of my nose, things are falling, the baby is crying, dogs are barking. But this is real life. This is, because you decided to become an entrepreneur, it doesn't mean life stopped. So live streaming allows you to really be real. Another thing, it allows you to kind of take the real out of reality and be real and be authentic. No one's expecting you to be perfect, prim and proper every single day of your life. And that's exactly what people want to see. They want to see your imperfections because they have imperfections too, and they want to be able to relate with you. So live streaming allows you to do that. And if it's a complete disaster, don't worry, just press delete. Just press delete and do it again. I've had that happen. I've had crazy mishaps happen on live streaming. And I take an opportunity to reflect, and I always know that there's an opportunity to press the delete.
Awesome. But one of the things that feels like you gotta be, if you're gonna be live streaming, is interesting, right? Like, you know, you've got a whole kind of like vibe about you, and you're kind of like, you know, you got a rant about things, and you know, you got an opinion. How do you decide what to talk about if you feel like, you know, people, you know, may not be interested in what you got to say?
We always have this fear that people don't care what we have to say. And that's one of the biggest things that people want to feel. They want to feel like they belong and that people relate to them. And every live stream, I actually take notes. So I have a little notepad or Post-it that I'm looking at to make sure that I'm staying on target for my goals. Because for me,
like while you're doing
while I'm live streaming, I will have notes. Because for me, live streaming is not just about live streaming. It's an income generating activity. It's a business activity.
Yeah.
So you need to have business goals. So whether it's going to be lead generation, I'm leading them to a landing page to sign up for a webinar or a freebie. I have an end goal in mind, whether it is I'm pitching a paid product. So live streaming for me is an income generating activity, so I come prepared with my script. I can still be off the cuff, but I do have some talking points and I know where exactly I want to take them. It's a journey, so where do I want them to go? So that's extremely important. It should do something. Every live stream has a purpose, whether it's going to be a visibility building activity, a lead generation, or direct sales activity, or getting someone onto a discovery call. So you have to decide what part of the journey this live stream is going to be, and be prepared. And you can always prepare in advance. And if you can't think of content, think about something that's happened in the world and how that relates to your business and brand. So for me, I love taking live streaming about things that have happened in the world or in popular culture and relating it to personal brand building and what entrepreneurs can learn from that.
Interesting. So what are you struggling with right now? What is the thing you're trying to figure out and learn? What's kind of your personal cutting edge in business?
For me, the struggle is always balance and focus. Because when I work with a lot of extremely ambitious entrepreneurs, you know, I say they're 60% and looks like everyone else is 100%. So they have seemingly outward success, but that's not enough for them. They want to leave a legacy. They want to transform lives. They want to build generational wealth. So what the outward appearance looks like is amazing, but they want more. So for me as an entrepreneur who's a full-time doctoral student, a full-time speaker and author and traveling the world, balance is extremely important to me, and creating a business that makes me happy and not what other people think my business should be. So that's extremely important and struggle, and also balancing school. So understanding that I need to outsource. I need to allow other people to do things on my team. It's okay if I have someone come, the laundry service, clean my clothes because I need to be in the library. And it's okay if I say, you know what, this is not the season to scale. This is the season for me to study so that I can scale later. So understanding that this entrepreneurial journey is individual and that I need to make the decisions that make the most sense for my life.
Well, you're a young person, but you just mentioned that entrepreneurs want to leave a legacy. What would you like yours to be?
I want my legacy to be that there is someone right now, whether they're born or not born, I want them to know that this is possible. Whatever they want to do in this world is possible. If they want to travel, if they want to dance, if they want to sing, if they want to become an educator, I want them to know that their dreams are possible.
Awesome. So we named this thing Modern Entrepreneur, trying to get at the fact that we live in a unique moment, that everything has changed so much, and that there are kind of new opportunities and maybe new responsibilities for entrepreneurs today. What do you think those might be?
There are so many opportunities. When you step up into the limelight, there's an obligation that when you have great things happening for you, you definitely want to give back and be philanthropic, especially in the millennial age. As a millennial, it's important that whatever I do, there's some type of philanthropic effort to it. My background's in education. I was a teacher in the inner cities of Philadelphia and internationally. So whatever I do, I want to be able to inspire children and the next generation to be absolutely amazing. So when you have opportunities, it is your obligation to provide opportunities for other people too.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure. Would you sign our wall?
Absolutely.
Awesome, thanks.